Do you want to watch one of the craziest channels on YouTube? Don't forget John's Random Reviews. Bloody hell, what are you doing? Like and subscribe for God's sake. Hi, welcome back to John's Random Reviews. Look at this strange tool. If you saw one of my videos a couple of weeks ago, I did a little quick review of a Milwaukee stud cutter or rod cutter, and the electrician colleague had bought. So I thought, oh, that looks like a good bit of kit, and I saw this on eBay. This is a Hitachi Rod Cutter. So I bought this off eBay for, look at that. You know what that tells me it looks like? I don't know, it looks like a hire company had this tool, because they normally brand the tools. Anyway, what is it? It is a machine for cutting threaded bar. As you can see, there's been an issue. This is an M10 threaded bar and it's jammed. What's meant to happen is, I don't think you're meant to cut a rod that small, because the rod is supposed to go through this bit here. And then this jaw comes down by a load of, I think it's a load of gearing. It's geared down so there's loads of torque. And these are cutting blades here. So what happens is it just nips the, cuts the bar. Now then, obviously I'm on Makita. This is an 18-volt machine, and if I can get it working, what I'm planning to do, I was planning to get, I think there's some people on eBay that does a 3D printed adapter from a Hitachi tool onto a Makita battery. Like so, I think it sits about here. But it's very similar, the battery sort of like mounting arrangement on this tool. So I might be able to get change this bit here to Makita and jiggle about with that, and maybe I might get it to fit without the adapter. I don't know. Anyway, what model is it? What model number is it? The model number is down here, and it is a CL18D SL cordless stud cutter, Hitachi Koki. So yeah, I'm a bit not sure about whether I'm going to be able to fix this. I hope so. This cost 65 quid, I think. If you're going to buy a brand new version of this, I think this is an old model, so I don't know if they still make this one, but the one that I've seen are about 300 quid. But it doesn't mean anything. 65 quid, oh, that's a bargain, but if it doesn't work, it's just a bloody ornament, isn't it? So it'll be quite interesting to take it apart. So this is what we're going to do in this video, and maybe it might end up being a few videos, muckers. I don't know, but it's exciting. What the plan is, I'm going to try and sell this to the boss at work, because it's not the kind of thing that I use, but I used it at work. So I'm going to see if he'll buy it. But only if I can get it working. So what we're going to do first is take this headpiece off, and then we'll have a look inside there, and then we'll just figure out how to split it apart. The clamshell has got loads of screws in on this side, so I should be able to split it. I'll have to be very, very sure about where all the bits go. I'll probably be constantly taking photographs of each stage of it, so I don't make a complete mess of it. So let's get on with it. So I'm going to take a bit of it apart, and I'll come back to you in a minute. Now then, this looks a bit complicated. Well, yeah, yes and no. There's two this is the main sort of arm that goes onto the actual cutting bit there, and it nips off the actual rod. And then this bit here, this sort of cam arrangement, that must go straight through to the motor. So I haven't figured out this bit really. This is part of it, because at the end of the cam there's this bit here, that rod, and that it's got wear marks on there. You can see that, and it's got a bit of wear mark there. So when this travels round, this pin presumably just runs up against here. Whether this bit here, it looks like about what do you think? About plate 2.5mm plate. That connects onto the other bit. I know. But for me, it seems to me something to do with the motor. I don't know. I don't know yet. Anyway, I'm going to get more into it, and hopefully we'll be able to figure out what it all does. Things of note. I think someone's been in here before. The screws have all got sort of like wear on them. And then inside here, there's little bits of metal shavings everywhere. So, I don't know. Okay, then we're making good progress. I'm stoked, actually, because it got me a bit nervous getting this thing apart. Obviously, it's a bit out of my comfort zone, a broken rod cutter. But if you remember this was the rod that was stuck in. I managed to get a grinder in to grind it 3/4 way up, and all of a sudden that popped out and it kind of released everything. So what I think's happened is you're not supposed to cut a rod that small. It kind of turned at an angle, jammed the machine, and then what it done is burn the motor out. It does turn a little bit. Put pliers on it. It kind of turns, but I think it's knackered. That's a technical term. I think it's knackered. I can't do anything with that, so hopefully I'll be able to find a replacement for that, and we're on a winner. So how does it work? Well, I thought, because I've seen the Milwaukee one, which is obviously a lot more modern. The Milwaukee one, when it cuts the rod, it retracts straight away. Now they might be similar, but this seems quite simple. So this is in the open position like this, where the jaws are open and you put your rod in. And as far as I can see, you see that, watch that go round. See that it goes up, round there, hang on, round there. And then the jaws are in sort of fully... Fucking hell, this is hard to come. Right, so this goes around like that. And you can see I've taken the teeth out, the cutting blades out of that. But as you can see, once it goes, if I can do it, once it goes around like that, it's cut. And then it retracts, boom. And I think if you don't sort of let go of the trigger when it releases, I think it'll just go round and round and round, keep on pressing forwards and forwards. So this bit of it seems absolutely fine. Look at this, look at the size of this cog on here. Bloody hell, it's like a steam tractor. Well, it has to be. Enormous amount of torque to get this jaw to snap an M10 rod. And this is what it needs. It needs gear reductions and all sorts of stuff. And I could do the calculations if it was smart enough, but I don't know. So the motor sits there, and that's going round, makes that go around, and then it opens and shuts the jaws, like so. See, that's it's just about to cut it, and then it releases. See, there we go. So that bit of it seems absolutely fine. There's a little bit of wear on it. So I've taken all the electronics off it. There's got a circuit board there, as you can see, and it's got another little one somewhere. Oh no, that's not that important. Well, that's for the charge of the battery. Not bothered about that one. We don't know if the switch works. Seems to be clicking okay. So the plan is to go online and see if we can get a new motor. And then, what will we say? Hello, John, got a new motor. Hello, John, got a new motor. If I can get one and they're not absolutely astronomically expensive. Anyway, I've got there is some serial numbers on them, on the side of the motor somewhere. I don't know if you can see that. So I might write them down and see if I can't go on the... If it's anything like Makita, well, it's a 2015 model, so it's not really ancient. So presumably you can get spare parts for this machine. I imagine it's done this before, maybe. Like I said, I think someone's been in it, and where the wires are soldered on there, I've cut them off now, but they seemed a bit like they'd been done again, not from the factory. So I'm stoked so far. It's going all right. It's very interesting how it all works. The actual jaws, hang on a minute. These bits are the little jaws. There's two of them. Obviously, it says M10. These are M10 heads. One side of it is a bit damaged, where it's got knackered up trying to cut that rod. But the other set of, the other teeth, they look alright. So there's a pair of those. And for now, you can see that one. See, it's a bit worn, that one. But the other one, oh, that was worse. For now, I'm not going to buy new. Well, it depends. Depends how cheap these are. I should get new ones, really. But anyway, we'll go into that. We'll go into that on the next video. We'll see if we can get all the bits and we can put it all together and I can sell it to my boss. Okay, see you next time.